Hello, it's Denise. It's been a while. I've been putting off, I think, making new content or videos. I don't like the word content. Making videos, making vlogs, sharing the journey. I think I've been putting it off, thinking I was not going to make anything until we return from a trip that we're about to go on. But I thought, no, I kind of like, it seems that I've set up some things, right? I've set up some ways that I was doing vlogging that stopped working as soon as life got a bit too busy. So packing up and moving house, which we did in June, July, May, June, July this year, caused such an upheaval that it's taken me a few months to settle. And so one of the first things to go was my making videos and vlogging. Unfortunately, the way I was doing it was, it just worked really well when there's no other things big going on in my life. So I would be creating video and editing and then sharing it all in the same week, which something about that I really love. And I love sort of the integrity of it, you know, that I was tracking with you, the audience, with myself, sort of quite in real time. But that's that ends up putting quite a bit of pressure on the creative person to keep that kind of level, that pace. So I realized that I'm going to have to, well, I'd really like to find another way. And what's really sparking me wanting to dive back in at this time is I've been listening to Rick Ruben's audiobook. I listened to his whole book via audio. And then I've been hunting down, great, I still cannot get a handle on my equipment, really. I'll just pause. Trying to wing it and make do with what I have. And so yeah, the phone just fell off the tripod. What was I saying? Reading Rick Ruben's book. Oh my goodness. It's one of the most profoundly wonderful books I've ever had the pleasure of reading. So many things I'm learning listening to Rick Ruben. Is so very beautiful. It's like a channeled book in many ways, what he's written. It's like my new Bible. And I don't mean that. Oh, okay, that wasn't the right thing to say apparently. I don't know what's going on with this tripod. It's broken its little thing. It doesn't want to hold on anymore. Oh, that's great. Well, I better not bring that with me to Japan. Okay, I'll just have to find another way. Just a minute. I have some good news and bad news. Good news, I've bought a new wireless mic, so I should eventually have much better sound for my videos. Bad news is I don't know how to use it, and I've just been trying to watch YouTube videos with ads playing first and then trying to figure it out, and I'm not there yet. So I'm just using the little one that I've pushed into my phone, and I wanted to have a conversation. What I was struck by, one of the things was Rick was saying about just because you've done a thing the same way for a long time doesn't ever mean you can't do it in a new way and it won't be just as good or better. There's many ways to do a thing. So to not get stuck in that groove of thinking, oh, but I've always done it this way. If I can't do it that way, I can't do it. Hello, Aura. Hello, little one. Who's your little sweetie? So this is my lounge in my place in Parramatta. It's got a lovely front feeling here. We can open up those blinds, which we sometimes do in the weekend, but it's very much a goldfish bowl then. People can really look right in. So it's interesting having those pull down blinds where I can see out, but people can't really see in, which feels all right when I'm home by myself, you know. There's some of my paintings that I brought with me. This one is available, actually. This one's available for sale. It's called Winter Evergreens. I'll give you a closer look. It's got lots of lovely texture and details and looseness, which I was really excited to bring. And those leaves there are a piece of passion fruit vine that I picked on a walk that was growing wild. So there's a lovely feeling about this painting, and it reminds me of my home that I left behind because of the large table we had. We had a room like not unlike here. We've recreated it actually, the mini plant friends. But unfortunately, the plant friends have also developed crazy bug friends. So I'll have to replace these little sticky things. It's quite disgusting. So I've sort of got to figure out how to get rid of those. So that's that one. This one was the first large one of this kind. It was, I can't remember if I've shared it on YouTube. I think I might have on another video, that I had a large painting that you can see pieces of on the table there, and I wanted to change the painting, and this is what happened. And I was so excited and delighted by it that I haven't wanted to part with this one yet. So again, it's got some passion fruit vine leaves in that big jar vase, and over to the left these are olive branch. So you know that lovely saying of extending an olive branch. So I quite love that this painting has whole layers and stories underneath that I had and lived with for quite some years, and I actually painted those greens and turquoises and things at a time of grieving my mum back in 2016. So it's quite an older piece that I used, but and then brought it to be new, you know, but windows into those that past through the shapes of leaves really delights me a lot. Oh, there's another one in this series, but it's away in storage at the moment. So that's what else is here. Just give you a quick snippet of looking at my new sitting space. We haven't got around to getting new furniture yet. We've just got this sofa bed from IKEA, which is very uncomfortable. And then we bought that these two just on Facebook Marketplace, and the yoga lady came with us, but she's also available for sale if anybody wants her. And this one too is called I Am Strong, and it was based on the base root chakra being red, and there's affirmations all written in the branches. So again, that's another one, sort of an older piece, but also available for sale if anybody wants that one. So this big beautiful plant came with me, measured 1.20 meters across. So it was quite the effort to bring this one home. My daughter Alex minded it for a while, and then I retrieved it when I went and picked up Aura. So I really love having these large plant friends here. A friend of mine highly recommended The Sound of Paper by Julia Cameron, and I've been a big fan of Julia Cameron for a long time, and I didn't know of this book, It's out of print, but you can find copies on eBay, which is where I found mine. And so I've been trying to take myself out to the backyard and put my feet on the grass to do a bit of earthing and grounding and enjoy the little backyard that I've been given here. And looking up at the sky and seeing the blue really reminds me of being back home in a way. And I just wanted to read you a beautiful idea that Julia Cameron shares. Try this. Put on a pair of comfortable walking shoes. Give yourself 45 minutes for a good ramble. Take yourself out of the house and onto the trail. It can be city or country. Time matters more than locale. As you walk, hold lightly in mind an area of your work that you consider to be in bud. The beginning stages. Use your walk to explore and expand the dimensions of the area you're interested in. You may walk out with the seed of a story and walk back in with an idea in full flower. I just wanted to take a moment to chat about these. You might have seen this one already. I did this one some weeks ago, and I kind of felt like she looked pretty sad. I don't know, a little bit lost, a little bit bewildered. And so I used her as inspiration to do another one because I found this little cradle panel. And I just, I've fallen in love with a number of these and keeping them for myself at the moment. So I thought, well, let me see if I can do some more that I might be able to release in a bunch for sale soon. But this one, I had an interesting table going on that had lots of browns, a bit like this, but not as much nice white through it. I may have a photo I might be able to slot in. And then I found myself adding more, and then doing this. And I couldn't help but sort of pause and think, all right, let me have a chat about this, because it's sort of taken on an oceanic look, which doesn't really sit in keeping with what I have going on behind. But this is one of those times where art and imitating life, you know, and you're painting yourself, that kind of feeling. I did it with coloured pencil at the moment, and I haven't done added paint yet, which is what happened over here. I used crayon, I think, Neocolor 2 crayon, and then added paint to bring it more in, whereas this has still got that sort of pencil feeling, which has all been very interesting. And this one here, that one has got the crayon as well. So that's been where I've been experimenting this week. And I just sort of wanted to share with you that this sad lady sitting at a table with her cup of tea, I haven't drawn that in yet, basically wishing she was by the sea. And that is so me. So I'm going to change the whole table soon, but I thought how special for me to document this time. We're in September, we're in spring, I'm in Sydney, and we're having a heat wave, and it's been 35 degrees, and I'm over an hour if I want to go to the beach. And so when it's a heat wave, it's not a good idea anyway. So I'm better off at home. And when paintings are working out, it's one of the most happiest places to be. So that's what's happening here at the moment. And this is about to change, but I wanted to sort of chat about it and record this moment before it changes completely. So I'll be gathering this, just a little bit of supplies to bring with me. We're going on an architecture tour in Japan in early November. And so I've shouted myself a brand new wee baby sketchbook because I particularly love this kind. This is the other one that I have been using, and I love its yellowy creamy paper. It's just so inviting. That was the most recent little coffee shop visit. I particularly like tables, chairs, tea things, you know. I just find lots of comfort in that. So it's going to be interesting to be with a bunch of architects going around some very beautiful buildings in Japan. A beautiful friend, Nancy, gifted me another one of these by the same Art Creations. They are yummy. So I have 2 brand new sketchbooks coming, and then I just have a notebook which I will be taking notes on things that spark me along the way. I've got this yummy matte pencil, Blackwing. These are the most yummy pencils. My friend Nancy introduced me to those as well. And I'm particularly enjoying these pens. They flow really nicely, and I just get them from Officeworks. So these are the size I had originally. What size? This is micro. So that was the most lovely size I found. And then when I went to buy some more, I obviously couldn't find it, and so I got these thinking, oh, these will be fit. They look right, they look similar, but this was a broad, so it's much thicker. So for the fine lines, I'm really enjoying those. I've got one grey Tombow. I've actually been avoiding using any other colour but just black line, but I thought I will just bring this beige Posca and this grey just in case. And then watching beautiful Sandy Hester on her recent trip, she took these water brushes. So I thought it would be quite delicious to go to an art store in Tokyo and maybe buy some little set of watercolours. So I thought if I bring these, I'll be ready for that. So that's all that I'm bringing, and so I hope to create some little videos while I'm away and take you with me and to discover some magical places in Japan.